check.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey. How's that, volume? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Hear you.
All right, so, howdy, guys.
Howdy.
Yeah, I lived in New Jersey. I thought everybody in Texas says that. No? Anyways, how's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Today's not a holiday, right?
Nope. No.
That's Monday.
That's Monday.
Monday. So many people, but so many people came like the other day though, right? You guys skip school?
Yeah.
Alright, anyway. Hi, my name is Lotus Juice. I'm a rapper, track maker, lyricist, narrator, and so on. But most of the time what I do is music, so I like to label myself a musician. And today I'd like to talk about my life in short and how I started my music career, so welcome to my panel. Let's get started. The panel's in 3 sections. My life in New Jersey. I grew up in New Jersey, if you guys didn't know. My college life, where I found music and narration. And I got some pictures of my past lives and just my past and how I started working with Persona Music. Okay, so Asian kid in New Jersey, 1989, from Tokyo to Japan. So as an Asian kid who did not speak a word of English at the age of 8 in 4th grade, my family moved to New Jersey from Japan. My first international flight, time difference, lived on a 48th floor of New York City skyscrapers. You see the huge tall skyscrapers in the middle. Yeah, it's called a City Spire. Somehow, some way, my dad's company at that time owned like one apartment in it, and I stayed there for like 3 weeks. Like, just imagine a suburban kid from Japan, doesn't speak a word of English, living here for 3 weeks. God, it was a wild summer for me.
Oh, I can
See, this is a bank right around the corner of where I lived. It says Chase, right? But it was a bank, even back then, right? 3 days after I arrived, my family come here, it was robbed. Just like the 3 days after we got there, we're still jet lagged, right? We were walking, just trying to figure out what life is like in New York City. And then like the glass is all shattered, like yellow and black tapes like all around it. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, so this is me. I used to be a cute guy. So, first day of school in September. I was so nervous the first day of school. I went to the bathroom like 18 times. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating, like 18 times. And I'm not gonna get into details.
Okay.
But because I was nervous, I went to the bathroom so many times, right? But people were sweet in my elementary school. My ESL teacher taught me well, even brought turkey for Thanksgiving. And I was like, I didn't even know what Thanksgiving meant. And although people were very nice in grade school, outside of it, I always felt out of place because, you know, broken English, not being accustomed to the culture. Being an Asian kid wasn't easy in the 90s. I do know we are privileged minorities, but it was so different from Japan that it took a little getting used to. And if you've ever been to Japan, you rarely see fights, but especially New Jersey and New York, there's a lot of competition. Right? People are, I think, I got here like 2 days ago. San Antonio is a nice place, man. People are so nice, right?
Yeah.
I went to New Jersey like last November, New York and New Jersey. People are fighting all over the place. People are rude. Oh man. So I had, I missed Japan back then. This is me in my school picture, my class picture. Can you find where I am right now?
I'm looking.
In this picture?
I was there, you in the front.
Yep. I'm not in the front. I'm in the center though. That's me.
Yeah!
I don't know why my mouth is open. Okay, skipping it to high school. Sports, especially as a kid, does not require verbal language, right? So I made a bunch of friends through soccer, playing soccer and basketball. Humble brag, I was on a traveling team from 4th grade, and I scored hat trick once. If you guys didn't know, hat trick is scoring 3 goals in a soccer game. It's very rare. I thought I was the bomb.
Yeah.
I don't say that anymore, but yeah. Though soccer was fun, basketball was my passion. I remember playing at the park with my brother, and we were just having fun at first. Then my brother discovered New York Knicks in the NBA. I was reluctant to watch like the professional basketball on TV, but I got hooked on it like the rest of the kids in New Jersey and New York. Because New York Knicks in the 90s, they were the baddest team, literally. I'll go to high school, come home, take a nap, eat dinner, and go to a basketball court called Memorial Field. And I just play basketball until the lights were out. So I had a huge passion for basketball, but I did not believe in myself whether or not I could play in the pros. I still regret that till this day. I wish I believed in myself more, and I wish I had internet back then because I would know what to do to be in the league. Because now you could just Google and just see how you train yourself or the steps you need to take. Like, I just didn't know, and I didn't know who to talk to. So I gave that up, and that was high school. That's me, bold. I was trying to get a fade, but this dude
Super
just
fade.
Because all my
Oh man.
my mom took a picture of me because she hated it so much, and I wanted to hide it, so I took a bandana and looked like Tupac. Yeah, and that's me with hair.
Yeah.
Posing, looking like a K-pop artist.
Nice.
Very thin. This is me, 1995, with my brother and my mom. I think I was a pretty cute kid. This is me, high school graduation. My best friend in the middle, and on the right too. And his name is Mark Stabil in the middle. And this guy is the reason why I speak English so well, like, because he was the nicest kid, and just a comedian as well, just a fun guy. And we ended up hanging out every day. And he would teach me like what it's like to live in New Jersey, New York, the cultures, and he would teach me all the bad words. And yeah, we just got along, and he's the reason why I enjoyed high school. But this is my prom. And I put this picture up because you can see the numbers. Doesn't add up, right? Yeah. They were going out. They were going out too. I asked my friend Neelam to be my date, right? And she said yes. My friend Mark was such a wuss that he ended up not asking anybody. But we were taking pictures, and he wanted to looked like he had a date. So he would come right next to my date. But it's a funny picture, right? So college. I decided to go back to college, Japan for college, for many reasons. I went to a university called Sophia. It's in Tokyo. First and foremost, a friend asked me, what's Japan like when I was in high school? I couldn't answer him because I wasn't back for many, many years, right? And I had kind of like a identity crisis. So I needed to find out who I was. Second, I was sure if I spoke English and Japanese fluently, I'd have more opportunities in Tokyo. And third, I lived in New Jersey for 10 years, I just needed change. I love New Jersey though, don't get me wrong. I did think about going to college here, but for unknown reason, I just thought going back was right. And I think it was the right choice. And I never thought about performing on stage at all at this point. I'm 18, and all I did was playing basketball, hanging out with my friends in high school, and basically, that's about it. I didn't have any dreams, nothing like that. This is me, 20 years old, and 1998, I'm back in Tokyo for college, Sophia University. I actually had a hard time adjusting back to Japanese culture because all my friends then was American, right? And I was kind of going through like a culture shock, but I was having fun with my Hikoku Shijo boys. They're the ones who grew up abroad like I was and were bilinguals. Till this day, the easiest language for me to speak is Janglish, which is Japanese and English mixed together in a sentence. Like, I would be like, ah, so nanda, Akihabara, how was it? Oh, that's pretty cool, tekko omoshiroyo ne. That's what I would do, like, it's just so easy for me. Anyways, one of my boys was an exchange student from Georgetown, and he organized an event as a thank you to Sophia University and in her school hall. And he was like looking for performers, and just like came into my room, popped in, knocked on the door, came into my room, and he was like, I want you to rap. I was like, what are you talking about, Ryota? But somehow he convinced me, right? And I don't know why, but I said yes. Keep in mind, I was just a fan of hip hop. At 18, not a rapper at all, never written a verse before. No freestyle. I still suck at freestyle. So what we do with the beats, my friend from China was crazy about this Japanese composer named Tetsuya Komuro. And he had 3 synthesizers in a tiny dorm room, and he made like a simple loop in 15 minutes. It was just amazing. And he ended up bringing a female singer with it, and after like 2 weeks, we made a song. And one studio rehearsal, we performed on stage. Now, how did we do? I'm just so thankful that we didn't have smartphones back then. Horrible, man, oh no. Not many people showed up, but I could tell they weren't feeling it. I could tell. But it felt so right for some reason. I had so much fun with it. Then this dude came up to me. He's like, asked me if I was interested in performing with him in clubs. I was like, huh? You were recruiting me to your crew based on this show? So I was like, but I ended up just getting together with his crew, and we got together and we did a posse cut. We did a show in club in Shibuya, Club Buenos, it's not there anymore, on a Wednesday night. Not a lot of people came, but we rocked the stage like real good. And I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you.
Oh, he knows.
And yeah, bunch of people there, and stage fright kicked in, but I kicked my verse, they loved it, and since then I got hooked on music. And the club organizers asked us to perform regularly, and that's how I began my career in clubs. Okay, this is me. I think I'm like 22, 23. My friend from Brooklyn gave me a do-rag, so I had, and I have a cap on, and I don't know why I have a headband over it. Don't ask, I thought I was the coolest, but I was apparently not. So. Okay. So after college, I decided to, oh yeah, my bad. During college, I wanted to look for something fun and meaningful at the same time, which led me to narration jobs. I went to this audition not really thinking about anything, but the agency recruited me. So I was doing TV commercials in Japan when I was 19, 20. I thought it was a good, easy money, what I first thought, but it was far from it. You always have to be prepared, well-conditioned, understand what the directors and clients demands, being punctual, very important in Japan, and well-behaved in studio. And these are all very important doing professional narration jobs in Tokyo. Consequently, I'm still narrating to this day. See,
Ooh.
This is one of the things I did. Oh.
完全新作シャドウの物語2つ遊べるソニック史上究極の一本世界を救うため走れソニックシャドウジェネレーションズ
Yeah, that's really, I sound so different, right? I have a different name when I do narration, and this is.
ビジュアライズスタンダード作ることでしかたどり着けない領域へ細部にまでやる徹底したリアルへのこだわり作るべ知るが更新されるプラモデルビジュアライズスタンダード
Oh. I'll share that later. Yeah, so these narration, I thought it was fun. So after college, I decided to do two jobs, narration and music. And I knew how hard it is to even make a penny in music, but this became my second dream I ever had. I didn't mention at first, it was to play in the NBA. I wanted it bad, but somewhere in me, I knew I wasn't gonna make it. Even today, you don't see Asian players in NBA. None back then. So I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have enough faith in myself. And to say that I'll be the first NBA player, first Asian NBA player in a long time. So this time, I didn't want to give up. What did I do? I just worked on my craft. I'll make time to practice narration music every day because a musician, starting from 20, is not too young. At least that's how I felt like. After I graduated, I put all my time in getting my skills up. For narration, I write a script and record it over and over again. Music's the same thing. I was making beats over and over every day. And I was making a bunch of musician friends on the way, independent and major. They were different in terms of their musical background. They could play an instrument or instruments. Trained for years, already got a deal, they were well paid to do shows, etc. But it was fun, but I knew I had to stop being overly social and get in my lab and just make beats. And by doing so, consequently, I lost so many friends, but it was well worth it. I'm still on stage and maybe one or two of my friends from back then are still performing. So perseverance and efficiency is the key, I think. And this is just some, didn't want to play that. This is me posing for my artist picture. I didn't have any money back then, so I asked my friend to take a picture at his bar. See,
Oh,
I'm trying my best to look cool.
okay.
I didn't have iPhones back then. I couldn't just like.
You look like the Matrix.
He knows the way to go.
See, I don't know where am I looking, man? Oh yeah, this is me with my buddies. The guy on the left, the guy all the way on the right and the left. They have a group called Village with a V, and they are one of the reasons why I can still be on stage. They taught me so well. We hung out. I was hanging out with this dude every day in my 20s. Even his girlfriend got jealous of me. Yeah, we kicked it off, and the way they were performing on stage, it was very exciting and taught me so much just by being with him. And it's probably, they are one of the reasons why I can hype up the crowd, like anywhere in the world. Like, I'll be confident with what I do, and I'll be confident with my materials. So thanks to Village. Anyways, okay, Persona 3 and where I'm now. Meaning Shoji Meguro and Taki Osaki in my dream now. So, after college, narration and music, I believe I met Kichi from Village when I was 22, 23, and then we started making songs together and performing all over Japan, not just clubs, so that was very new for me, because I only did shows in clubs, and the crowd in clubs and the crowd in like the live house is so different, because everybody in the clubs, they're drunk. And we don't care about sound quality in clubs. We just want to get the crowd hyped, right? But in live houses, they have different speakers. So if you just play a song that's mixed for clubs at live houses, it doesn't sound as good. So you gotta mix it. You have a different type of mix for live house venues. Anyways, so all these little change, it taught me well with Village. And then I made my first album, Only a Test, with help of my friends. It didn't sell much, but it reached important people who made a huge impact in my life, such as Shoji Meguro. He was a composer for Alice game Persona 3. So how did it happen? A friend of mine called me, asking me if I was interested in rapping over game music. An arrogant rapper that I was. I told him, yo man, send me the beats first, man. We can talk then. Back then, we had internet, but very slow. So he sent me a CD. Wasn't really thinking anything of it, you know. And when I played it, it was Mass Destruction.
Ooh.
I was shook. My jaws dropped. I was like, I called my friend. I said yes. But I was like, so what do you want me to write? Like, give me the concept. He's like, it's okay. The lyrics are already written. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. So I go into the studio and I saw a gentleman in sweats, right, jerseys, just about to leave. Only to find out later it was Yumi Kamura. She had very, very short hair, and she had a mask on, and she's not very social.
Okay.
And she gave me the look. She's like, "Who the are you?" Kind of look, right? Kind of look. So I was like, "Oh, who is she? Well, who is he?" Is the movie that I thought. But anyway, it's a funny story. So Meguro-san gave me a description about the song and handed me the lyrics. it did not make sense. It was broken English. And so I was like, I can rap to it, but it's not gonna sound good, and I don't think it means anything, right? So please don't credit me on it. That's serious. And Meguro-san was like, okay, could you revise it then? And gave me an opportunity. I was like, cool. Put the rap part on loop, please, and I'll rewrite it. So I revised it in like 30 minutes. And
30 minutes.
that's how I came out with the first verse for the original Mass Destruction. And I got out there, and in a few weeks, Meguro-san gave me a call, asked me for another song. It was Burn My Dre Last Battle.
Yeah!
The thing about, I think this is open, so whoever's recording it, please don't upload what I'm just about to say. Okay? You can record it, but don't upload it. So Atlas was doing, they made Megami Tensei, right? And then afterward, they came with Persona 1. And then Persona 2 came. They flunked. So the company almost went down, right?
Yeah.
Directors, producers, and even music composers and art directors, they're not fired, but it's kind of like they lost their job in the company. So the young generation took over, like at that point. Hashino-san, producer. I forget who the director was. Hashino-san was the director
Of P3, I think so.
P3. Do you work for?
Was it?
Do you work? I'm just kidding. And Soejima-san, he's the art director, designer, and Shoji Meguro became the music composer. And so they got together. They're like, you know what? Persona 2 didn't sell much. We thought it was a great game, but didn't sell much. So let's just make a game that we think is cool. Forget about the industry standard. Let's just make something new and fun. We might never make a game ever again if this fails, but let's just try. That's why they included a rap song and a battle song, battle scene. And I was actually the third option. Meguro-san never told me the 1-2 option was. But thanks to them declining, I got the job.
Oh.
His intention was, he wasn't thinking about like the global market, he was only thinking about the Japanese market, right? So if they play, and if it was a English rap song, it wouldn't bother them while they play. That's what he thought, right? But when it was localized, I mean, you guys are proof. So that's how it started, and now the Persona 3 Reload just came out last year, February 2nd.
Yes.
I'm very blessed to say that the game was the fastest 100 million sales in Atlas history. That's pretty crazy, thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
This is me. I don't remember when it was, but when the movie came out, we did a show. That's me and DJ Waka. Set. This is me.
Yes. I
Kinda
saw the
like-
live. I saw the live stream for this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw
It was
the
so
live streams for
fun.
They
this.
say it's like a musical, but it's kind of not.
Yeah.
I was acting in it. But these dancers were amazing. And the costumes, they cost so much money because they paid so much attention to details. This is me when TGS, Tokyo Game Show. 2019, I torn my Achilles playing basketball, right? So that's why I have this huge boot on my leg. See, I'm trying to hide that. So I think it was about 2 months after I had my surgery. I had my left ankle was so swollen after my show. You can laugh, don't worry. And so doing persona music and doing anime songs with Taki Iwasaki, he's another great music composer like City Hunter, Shin Kamen Rider, Mononoke just came out. You named JoJo, it's so great. And so all these anime songs and persona songs got me traveling like places like here. And this is a picture in Mexico when I did my solo show. This is me in Yokohama Arena with Junpei. This is my solo show in Saitama, I want to say, with a theme was the Japanese festival. So I'm wearing the yukata. This is me with Shunsuke Takeuchi. He's my partner. We have a group called Amadeus. And this is our first stage. And I believe he was like 21, 22. And he was so nervous, right? So like I'm backstage like 15 minutes before. I like to move around, stretch and warm my body, right? I'll be walking around just like checking my vocals and checking my throat and all that. I would turn around and he'll be right behind me. Chasing me all over the place because he was nervous, right? And when he got on stage, we saw footage later and we did like a Nikonama. We had a program in Nikonama, it's kind of like YouTube, right? Back then. And the way he was holding the mic was so wicked. And he didn't notice. Made fun of him. Yeah, that's him. And he actually he's a voice actor in Japan. He's a pretty successful one too. He did Olaf for Frozen in Japan. Yeah. And so many others. The one that popped in my head right now is something that I can't say yet. So, sorry, okay. I wasn't trying to tease you, I'm sorry. This is me rehearsing for Persona Music with Undertale t-shirt. It just happened. They didn't yell at me, but they're like, we have a video like the back, the making documentary video. It's like, that's an Undertale shirt. It's like, I'm sorry. I have to change my shirt. This is me and JoJo. This cost me like $800 to make. And I went on a diet for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh man, I should have, I don't have a picture of me cosplay as Chia.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys seen it, right?
Yeah.
I posted on X. See, I'm a professional, right? I'm an entertainer. I did a solo show, I don't know when it was, maybe 10 years ago. It was Halloween, and I asked what I should do. And all these people in Japan, they're like, please cosplay as Chia. I was like, what are you guys talking about? All right, you guys gotta vote. And Chia was like 99%.
Oh my goodness.
So I couldn't get out of it, right?
The people have spoken.
And the guy who made the Chia cosplay, he's a professional. And I had to pay like $800 again. For one show. And the guy's like, here it is, Noda-san. You have to shave your beard. I was like, huh? No, you said you're a professional, right? I was like, I may have said that. And he's like, he didn't stop there. He's like, you gotta shave your legs too.
Dedication.
And I was like, No, I'm not shaving my legs. Because I'm from the 90s, man. Like me shaving my legs, it's like, it's like, I can't do it, I can't do it. So when I was shaving my legs, I felt like I was losing something. But people loved it, that's what counts. I don't think I'll ever do it again, but it was fun, it was fun. My friend made me a Lotus Juice. You know how the figure, like, it separates? So I took the head off and put it onto the back. Pretty funny, right? This is me. That's my logo, actually, right? And it's a birthday cake, 2014, November 15th.
That is cool.
I'm 25 years old, so I was like 5, 10, 15. That's where you laugh. Alice in the Restaurant collaboration. Teddy burger. Yeah. The guy who created this burger, the idea, is the guy who made me shave my legs. This is me in Argentina. So Argentina, the convention in Argentina, it was a disaster.
Oh no.
So it took me about 35 hours door to door to get to a hotel room in Argentina, right? Oh, yes, because I flew out to Los Angeles, then I had to wait layover in LAX for like 8 hours, then head over to Argentina, which is like, I don't know, 10 hours? I don't remember, but yeah, my body was stiff. My butt was numb. I didn't know you had numb with your butt. Anyways. Yeah, the convention was supposed to open at 10 a.m. It didn't open until 3.
Oh.
You never hear that, right? In the States?
No way.
Really? The reason why was, the reason is because in Argentina, when you have like a gathering, you have to submit a document and have an ambulance and police officers. It's something like that, right? And he didn't do it, and I couldn't sound check at all. And I was walking into the convention like around 4 p.m. and there's this lady like come up to me and she's like almost in tears. She's like, "Oh, I flew out from Brazil just to see you, but I have to leave in like an hour because I gotta catch my flight." And I was like, "Oh, that's so frustrating, you know? Like, took me like 35 hours to get here, but she probably, from Brazil." And I was so frustrated. So my show was delayed. It was supposed to go on like around 4 p.m., but at 7 or 7:30, and I was like, I need to sound check though, And while I was going to this venue, there's a janitor, right? And he came up to me, he's like, "I'm shutting down the electricity in 15 minutes. I was like, okay, forget about sound check, because people are already inside, right? And I don't know if you guys are aware of set list. When I make a set list, it's thought through. Like, I put a lot of time into making my set list, making sure it's the right rhythm, right tempo, right atmosphere, the ambiance, I was like, you know what, forget about it. I only have 15 minutes. And these people came here to listen to Persona songs. I knew that. So I was like, forget about it. I'm just gonna do one solo song and 3 of my Persona songs. That would be like 16, 17 minutes, okay? So I did that. The crowd was very cool, man, very hyped. Loved it. And then, while I was doing like mass destruction or something, I look over to my janitor, the janitor in the venue, right? This is what he was doing.
You
He let
converted
me
him.
go on for like 35 minutes, man.
Oh!
I was so pissed off because he messed up my whole set list. And while I was getting off, he's like, "Good show." Yeah, he actually let me sign autographs afterward and all that. So, yeah. So I guess that's how it works in Argentina. If you do a good show, you can extend it. Anyways, so all these songs from video games and anime got me all over the place. You guys know them?
We were there.
Entayo?
10 years ago.
Oh my god! Oh my
Entayo.
god! Oh my
We were the
god!
ones with the persona tattoos from the.
I remember you guys.
I felt like everybody on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. We gotta take a picture.
Oh, that's the plan.
Yeah. So I was just saying. So all these songs that I did for video games and anime got me to a lot of places like Argentina, Mexico, and Kawacon. This is me with Kabe Yamaguchi. He's the voice actor for Teddy in Japan.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of his voice?
Yeah.
He's got such a high voice, right? This is how he speaks. And he tells you like dirty jokes with this voice. When he was drunk in Tiger. And I was like, stop! Oh no! Because he does like so many voice for so many animes, right? And I was like, he does a voice for Kudo, Shinichi Kudo for Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conan the detective, right? Is that the title? Yeah. I'm like, please don't tell dirty jokes with his voice.
Oh no.
He's a cool guy. Me with Raj Ramaya, he sings for Cowboy Bebop.
Nice.
He's my buddy. He lives in San Francisco, and we're actually thinking about doing a show together. The reason why I am doing so many anime conventions from last year is because I received my artist visa, right? It's only valid for the whole year, and we're thinking about March 28th or 29th in San Francisco. So it's my first, not a solo show because I'm doing a show with Raj Ramaya. If you guys can make it out there, that'd be great. And I'm kind of nervous, man. This is me, Persona Live House Tour 2015. On the right side, I'm signing autographs, but I had a high fever. Right?
Whoa.
It wasn't a flu, swollen tonsil. Right, yeah. I always had it since I was a little kid. And but the show must go on. I had a high fever, but I got on stage and I performed. And I thought I was gonna die on stage
Oh.
after like 2 songs. But after like 5 songs, I guess like I received the energy from the crowd. I got better.
Oh.
And of course I broke a sweat, so 100 degrees fever, that's crazy. Yeah. This is me. It's a Persona
thing's
Stalker
expensive.
Club. That's what the program is called. Yeah, with Mafia Kashta, my good friend, and oh my god, I forgot her name. No. Forget it. Yeah. Yeah, we're just shooting like a YouTube program or something like that. This is me in Argentina. Argentinians drink a huge bottle of Heineken, man. look at my hands right now. Look how big. Imagine how big that is. Oh, this is me in Argentina again. But this guy is the Spanish voice actor for SpongeBob.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, whoa, cool. Never watched SpongeBob before, but that's awesome. awesome. This is me in Edmonton, in Canada. I was performing, and right after the song ended, this girl screamed something and threw something at me, right? I was like, whoa. And I picked it up, found out it was a ring.
Oh!
And she was like, that's for you. I can't accept it. I didn't throw it, but I gave it back to her, and she's like, no, I want you to have it. Please marry me. I can't. She was like, oh, bummer, but I want you to have it anyways. So I was like, okay. I thought it was funny. This is me in Madison Square Garden, 2000, I want to say 17, something like that. 14, 17, 15. I love fried calamari, the lobster, and I had to take a picture with Carmelo Anthony right there. And this is me. You know how toss t-shirts during games?
Yeah.
I was with my friend, right? And I was telling her, I was like, you know what? These t-shirts, it's only like $12. You just go outside, you can just pick it up. I don't know why people are so like hyped up about it. While I was saying that, boom, I caught it. I was like, yes! That's what I did. I apologize to my friend. I really wanted it. Yeah, that's right. This is me before performing at Yokohama Arena, the photo shoot with Lynn Inazumi.
Nice.
Just messing around. This is me with Melody during lockdown. Right. Miss my dog. This is me during lockdown, I think, but like after maybe a year and a half or so. I couldn't cut my hair, so long hair. It just makes my head much, much bigger, so I don't like it. Oh, my bad. So, that was it, and I'd like to conclude this panel with these words. If you are an aspiring artist, or anybody who is chasing their dreams, please do so because you don't want to regret it like I did. I gave up the dream of playing in the NBA. Now that I look back, I may have had a chance, maybe not in the NBA, but maybe in the EuroLeague back then. If I knew the steps I needed to take. So gather info, consult others, and don't be afraid to make dumb questions because there are none, seriously. Work on your craft every day, but know the business side of it too. This is very important. A lot of talented musicians, they know how to make good music, but they just don't understand the business side of it. Understand that you're blessed to do what you love, but you have to pay your dues. Love your friends, family, and your fans, and forget about the haters and focus on your loved ones. Thank you. I have about 7 minutes, so I'll take some questions if you have any. Can you speak up so everybody can hear? Oh, well, he has a mic. Jeff has a mic. So.
It's thanks to your music that I'm here, and directly with this group of friends that I'm here with. As an aspiring musician, all these words that you've given today, they really are beautiful, I guess, very helpful and very guiding. Thank you.
Wow. You know, excuse me, making music is fun. It's tough sometimes, but you know, success doesn't happen overnight. Everybody make it look like it's overnight success. It's never like that. So keep doing it. focus on your first song or your song right in front of you. Make sure it's good. Because I'm never satisfied with any of the songs that I made. Because every day I want to get better. Like even the songs that people say that they love, I appreciate that. But that's the best of my ability at that time. Right now, I could make it even better. That's how I feel. And because of that, I think musicians are musicians. If you're satisfied with your work, you can't get creative. If you start chasing and master your craft, you get more creative. And back then, I couldn't even think about making songs every day. Now I want to make songs every day because I have all these ideas and I have all these skills that I can do. I just don't have time for it. So keep doing what you do. Bless you. All right, maybe 2 more questions. Yeah. Oh.
So, I'm louder than the microphone, so I'm just gonna be loud. So, fun fact you brought up Tayo. Today is exactly 10 years to the day of that Tayo concert.
Wow.
Exactly to the day.
Exactly.
And I wanted to know what it was like doing that first like big concert with Yumi and Chihoko here in the States, like the first big Persona themed event in America.
I wouldn't really call it Persona themed. I mean,
The concert was Persona themed.
Yeah. It was new, and they were having a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun too, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure they were having fun. And they don't speak English, so funny story. My friend Cole, who made me shave my legs, he was with me, right? So we had to catch a flight at 8 p.m. from Arizona to San Francisco, layover for like an hour, just an hour. Then from SFO to Japan, right? But for some reason, the flight attendant didn't come on time, and we couldn't check in. And Ko, Shihoko, I don't think Yumi was there, but they were. I didn't want to show how worried I was, you know, and but they were just having a good time. And right after I checked in, I'm like, okay, we gotta go right now. I turned my head, and my friend Cole, who made me shave my legs, he was holding on to my friend Jimmy, and he was crying. He's like, I had such a good time. I don't want to leave. And I'm like, Cole, that's cool, but we gotta catch a plane. We gotta go. He's like, I'm sorry, Lotus. And that took like 5 minutes.
Okay.
And we got on the line, and then and Shihoko was like, I can't cry anymore because you were crying so hard. And he's like, Cole was like, Lotus, son, I'm sorry. I cried so hard, I lost my contact lens now. And we were like checking they were checking our carry-ons, and the woman was like, why is he crying? Yeah, he's missing Arizona. He had such a good time. It's like, oh, okay, well, have a good flight, blah, blah, blah. But so I was making sure everybody was having fun. So it wasn't just about me, like, yeah. But people in Tayo they're always great. And yeah, I'm gonna be there next week, so. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
Will you be returning for the Persona 6 soundtrack?
Well,
It's even in development.
even if I was, and even if I did know that if they're creating Persona 6, I signed the NDA, so I can say. Can you speak up so everybody can hear?
Yes, so I just have a question about how you balance doing music for projects like Persona and Kamen Rider, like different animes, with like making your own music, your own albums. How do you balance both those paths, I guess?
I couldn't last year. I went to like 5 different cities. I went to Boston, Chicago, San Francisco, Mexico. LA, San Jose, Taiwan. Very blessed, but I just didn't have time to make my own. During those times, I was making beats for some companies I can't mention yet. I was writing lyrics for some companies that I can't mention yet. For esports team, Evil Geniuses, that just came out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I made that last year. Friday Night Funkin' song.
Yeah.
I had to record like 8 times for that. Yeah, so I couldn't balance that out. That's something that I need to work on this year. So the first day when I got here in San Antonio, I went to the Alamo, I went to the Spurs game, but the next day, I wake up and I see an email asking me for a narration. I was like, okay, I'm not going out today. So I brought my audio interface, I brought my microphone, so I started recording. I did my recording, and then I had to finish one song for this artist that I'm collaborating with. I had to finish that. So, you know, sometimes it's lonely because sometimes it feels like a waste of time because since I'm in 1,000 miles away from home and I have the opportunity to just discover San Antonio, but I have to stay in my hotel room. It's just my job, so I gotta balance that out. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Hi, Lotus. What would be one of your favorite pastimes if you have, like, listen to music, watch movies?
Oh, my favorite? Play Splatoon 3.
Yeah.
I got booed for saying that my weapon is Clash Blaster in Anime Boston. Yeah, but I'm okay. I'm like fairly good, but not like so good. I enjoy playing Splatoon 3. I started streaming on Twitch from this year. Yeah, so maybe I felt like I was overdoing it, you know? So when I start streaming, I'll be more responsible with time. And I'll get to communicate with you guys, so yeah. And check me out on Twitch. Yeah. Oh,
So,
I like your jacket.
Thank you.
So how did you feel about mass destruction getting into Smash Brothers?
Mass Destruction for Smash
Getting
Brothers?
into Smash Brothers, like when Joker came out, when that was put as one of the sound.
Oh, was it? Smash Brothers, I have it. I suck at it so bad. My friend, he's very young. He's, I want to say 22 at that time. He kicked my ass. So bad, so I was like, I'm not gonna play anymore. Yeah, but that's good news.
I have a question. How was it when you've done Persona 3 before, and then when they came with Persona 3 Portable, and then eventually Persona 3 Reload, to revisit those songs and then work on new compositions?
It was challenging because with the new songs, it's kind of different. I took a different approach, but like songs like Mass Destruction and Burn My Dear Last Battle, I wanted to make sure that I give the better version of myself than 18 years ago. So that's challenging. And I wanted to make sure that Alice loves it. I wanted to make sure that I like it. I wanted to make sure you guys love it, you know? So that was actually very challenging. And I took that role, and Burn My Dread Last Battle, if you actually listen to the original version, the lyrics almost doesn't relate to the scene. That is because back then, they were understaffed, and Shoji Meguro didn't explain to me the whole script, the whole scene, and he just told me it's just last battle. That's the concept, like the last boss. And Atlas, I think it was like 4 years ago, they just wanted me to re-record the original lyrics. I was like, no, please don't do that. I told them, I'll do it for free. If you were under budget, I'll do it for free. I need to rewrite it so it really matches the scene. So, I don't know if you guys played it. I wrote it, I tried to write it, and I accomplished this. And this was my intention, that when I was recording it in my home studio, I had to cry. I had to get emotional. So I was crying in my own room. It's like, so I was convinced that it's pretty good. Yeah, so that's how it happened. In terms of Color Your Night, and it's going down now, the new song created by Kitajo, it was with Shoji Meguro because he quit Alice. He's making his own game. It's called Guns on Darkness, and I wrote 2 songs, so it's pretty good. Early access is in March, so make sure you go check that out too. Yeah, so Color Your Night, it's going down now. Working with Azumi. She's an amazing singer. She was actually the champion of Apollo Theater in 2019, I want to say. And it's the first Asian singer to win it all. So if you listen to her songs, oh man, it blows my mind. And working with her was amazing. And we didn't think that It's Going Down Now would go so viral. Yeah, supposedly it went viral on TikTok because it's so easy to use, right? Because TikTok, like, these people would film something and something would happen, disturbing the peace. Yeah, so, yeah, glad that happened. And it was challenging, and but I had a lot of fun with it, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I think we gotta. All right. Okay, so thank you for coming out to my panel.
Thank you, Lotus.
I'll see you guys tomorrow at the concert.
Yeah!
I'll be selling my merch at my booth tomorrow around, I want to say like 1-ish. Okay. For like 2-3 hours, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see you guys then.